Hello everyone, my name is Fatima Mahmood. Welcome back to my channel. This video reflects my own views and opinions, no one else's, and it's not been pre-approved or endorsed by any federal agency or other employer, academic program, or membership association. This video is about displaying the Federal Career Length of Service Awards, and then I'll explain what they are. This is one of the Bronze Awards, Federal Length of Service Awards for 15 years of service in the government of the United States. And I had the privilege of having this be signed by Rohit Chopra, the first South Asian American director of the CFPB. We previously had an East Asian American acting director of the CFPB. This is the lapel pin or emblem that you receive. This is the 15-year one. It has a strong backing. This is the 10-year bronze Federal Length of Service Award. It was signed by Richard Cordray, the first CFPB director. This is the 10-year pin. This is the 5-year bronze Federal Length of Service Award. It was signed by the CFPB's first director, Richard Cordray. This is the 5-year pin. Why am I making a video about this award for federal government employees? I went to Google and I wanted to see if there was a centralized place of information detailing what this award is and how people receive it and the different components of the award. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's one centralized place. So Google search leads to a couple different results. This is OPM's own website and it doesn't give robust information. It says career service certificates recognize various milestones in an employee's federal career. Then it talks about retirement. These certificates have been available since 1988. And there are also emblems or pins that are also presented along with these certificates. And the agency can only get them from OPM's printing requisition. And it can only be provided by the government printing office, a GPO. So this is not very detailed and it doesn't give certain key information. The government printing office, gpo.gov, does give more helpful details. So it talks about certificates for 5, 10, and 15 years have bronze seals, while certificates for 20 and 25 years come in silver. And the career service award certificates for 30, 45, 40, and 50 years and retirements have gold seals. And they're made on heavy paper stock. So the next part I think is most helpful because it explains what's actually on the awards. Each certificate is embossed with a beautiful metallic version in either bronze, silver, or gold color of the Great Seal of the United States used for official government documents. The Great Seal depicts a laurel wreath surrounding a heraldic bald eagle with a shield over its chest, clutching a bundle of 13 arrows in its left talon, referring to the 13 original states at the founding of the nation, and an olive branch in its right talon, together symbolizing that the United States has a strong desire for peace but will always be ready for war. So you get one of these awards. I don't think anyone really ever tells you all of these details or helps explain what's on the award, so I thought this would be helpful to point out for people who are interested. One of the few agencies that do make publicly available information about these awards, they keep coming to the top of my list in terms of making publicly available information, which is DOI, Department of the Interior. The Commerce has some information, State and USDA also has some. The Department of the Interior, in this 27 personnel bulletin that is publicly available, they provide details about the years and the type of certificates that folks will get. And they include information about if someone has a 50-year career in the federal government, which not that many people have these days. So I tip my hat to the Department of the Interior and other federal agencies that are making this information publicly available. If you search YouTube for Federal Length of Service Award, you'll get some military results, but then you'll get non-governmental responses for length of service awards because other workplace sectors do provide similar types of awards, and even like local and county governments provide them. One thing I noticed with videos like this from the government is if you scroll through them really fast, you'll see that this is sort of like an awards video. They are giving speeches and making comments, and then they'll show pictures of people and state what year milestone they have achieved, but they don't show the actual award and they don't show the pin, which is what I wanted to fill the gap about the available information by showing the certificate and the pin. The awards we've been talking about obviously have a lot of sentimental context as a way to honor people who have invested their career in the federal government. There's also an additional practical element to the award, and it relates to the annual leave entitlement. You can look it up on this OPM's website if you do a search for annual leave. And basically, I'm going to focus on full-time employees that you're seeing in this chart. So if you have less than 3 years of service, which again, then you're below the 5-year mark, you get 4 hours for each pay period, which is 2 weeks. If you're between 3 and 15 years, so if you're at the 5-year career mark, the 10-year career mark, you're getting 6 hours for each pay period. And then once you've hit your 15-year mark, you're getting 8 hours, which is 1 full work day for each pay period. So that's another benefit of continuing your career in the federal government. I've worked in federal places where an employee will just receive an award, whether it's on paper or it's monetary or it's a time off, and decisions were made not to officially tell anyone anything, and you just receive it and there's no explanation. And depending on where you work, the same could happen for the Federal Length of Service Award. No one provides you with details, or another agency could have an intranet page and provide the information you need to understand what this whole award is and what's on it. So I hope I filled a little bit of the gap for some people who found themselves in the first scenario. Congratulations to everyone who has received a Federal Career Length of Service Award for whatever amount of time you've been in government, and hopefully to those considering entering federal government or trying to figure out how many years they might want to be in a federal career. Hope this is just another thing to add to your list. Thank you for watching my video. I'd love to hear from you on email at fmahmood@wellesley.edu. You can also find me on LinkedIn at that address. And if you do send me a connection request, please go ahead and send me a note. Before you go, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And please go ahead and watch my next video. Thank you.